Hello everyone. In yesterday's class, we learned about circles. In today's class, we are going to learn about parabola. Parabola is set of all the points in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed line and a fixed point. The fixed line is called the directrix of the parabola, and the fixed point is called the focus of the parabola. Line through which the focus and the perpendicular to the directrix is called the axis of the parabola. This one is going to be called the axis of the parabola. The point of intersection of the parabola with the axis is called the vertex of the parabola. So these are the points that you have to remember about a parabola. I will repeat again. Similar to our circle. Circle is collection of all the points that are equidistant from a fixed point. That is a circle. Similar to that, the definition of a parabola is it is set of all the points in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed line. This is going to be the fixed line and a fixed point. The fixed line is called the directrix and the fixed point is called the focus of the parabola. This one being the parabola, right? Now, P1F is equal to P1B, meaning the distance from this point to this point is going to be equal to the distance from this point to this point. Similarly, the distance from here to here, it is going to be equal to here to here. The distance of P3, B3 should be equal to P3 and F. So these are all the points, and collection of all these points is called a parabola. A line through which the focus and a line which passes through the focus and which is perpendicular to the directrix is called the axis of the parabola. The point of intersection of the parabola with the axis is called the vertex of the parabola. So these are the few terminologies about parabola that you have to know. Directrix, it is going to be a line, or I can tell it is a fixed line, right? Focus is a fixed point. Parabola is set of all the points in a plane that is equidistant from the directrix and the focus. Similarly, you have to know about the vertex and also the focus. Focus I have told, and the axis. The axis is going to be a line which passes through the focus and it is perpendicular to the directrix, and the vertex is a point where the parabola intersects with the axis. Next, we have equation of parabola. Equation of parabola is simplest if the vertex is at the origin and the axis of symmetry is along x-axis or y-axis. There are four possible orientation which I have shown here. If the parabola lies on the y-axis, or the base of the parabola is on the y-axis and it is towards the right, the equation is going to be y square is equal to 4ax. Similarly, if the base of the parabola is on y-axis and it is towards the left, it is going to be y square is equal to minus 4ax. Similarly, if the base of the parabola is on the x-axis and it is facing upwards, the equation is going to be x square is equal to 4ay. If the base of the parabola lies on the x-axis and it is facing downwards, the equation is going to be x square is equal to minus 4ay. We are going to derive the equation for any one of the orientation. This being the most suitable orientation, I'll be deriving the first one. Equation of parabola. We are going to derive the equation for parabola with focus at a comma 0. We'll be taking the focus at a comma 0. Let f be the focus and L be the dielectrics. This is going to be the dielectrics and focus is taken as f, and the coordinate of focus is taken as a comma 0. Let Fm be perpendicular to the dielectrics. Fm is taken perpendicular to the dielectrics, and it bisects Fm at the point O. It bisects Fm at the point O, produce MO to X. MO is already joined. I think someone is there. Let me just see who is it. Yeah. Now, by the definition of the parabola, the midpoint O is on the parabola. The midpoint O, this should be on the parabola, and it is called the vertex of the parabola. This is going to be the vertex of the parabola. Now, the distance between the dielectrics to the focus is 2a. From here to here, the distance is going to be a. From here to here, also the distance is going to be a. Totally, the distance from the dielectrics to the focus can be taken as 2a. Now, the coordinates of the focus already has been taken as a comma 0. Equation of the dielectrics can be x plus a is equal to 0. This is going to be the equation of dielectrics. Next, if p comma px comma y is any point on the parabola, then I know that these two distances should be equal. That is, pb should be equal to pf. Using the distance formula, I can find out the what is the value of pf and what is the distance pb as well. Pf, the distance is going to be x minus a whole square, and y minus 0 whole square. The same thing has been taken over here. Pb is going to be x minus of minus a, x plus a whole square, y minus y is going to be 0. Pb is root of x plus a whole square. Since these both are equal, I can equate them. The square root can be cancelled. Equating PF with PB, I'll be getting x minus a whole square plus y square is equal to x plus a whole square. Expanding the same, I will be getting the equation of parabola, which is going to be y square is equal to 4ax. I have derived for the first orientation. Similarly, you can derive for all the other orientations as well. Next, lattice rectum. Lattice rectum of a parabola is defined as a line segment which is perpendicular to the axis of the parabola. It is going to be perpendicular to the axis of the parabola, and it is going to be passing through the focus, and the end point will lie on the parabola. It is called lattice rectum. I repeat, lattice rectum is defined as a line segment which passes through the focus of the parabola and has endpoints on the parabola. It is called lattice rectum. Now, for the parabola with equation y square is equal to 4ax, y square is equal to 4ax, the distance AC and FM, the distance AC from here to here, this one and this one, they should be equal for any parabola. This distance should be equal. Since this distance is taken as 2a, this is 2a and this is also 2a because they both are the same. Now, if this is 2a, I know that AF should be equal to FB. Even this is going to be equal to 2a. The length of the lattice rectum now, it is going to be 2a plus 2a, which is going to be 4a. For a parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. The length of the lattice rectum is going to be 4. Is it clear? Next, we will start solving the exercise. Exercise 11.2. In each of the following exercise 1 to 6, find the coordinate of the focus, axis of the parabola, and equation of the dielectrics and length of the lattice rectum. Four things we have to find out. First, let me write down the equation given. The equation given to me is y square is equal to 12x. Comparing this with the equation of the parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. This is going to be the general equation of parabola. Equating both of them, I will be getting y square is equal to y square, x is equal to x, 4a is going to be equal to 12. 4a will be equal to 12. Taking the same, 4a will be equal to 12. A will be equal to 12 divided by 4. A will be equal to, I have got the value of A. Now, the coordinate of the focus can be written. Coordinate of the focus. First one. Coordinate of focus is given by a comma 0. Hence my answer is going to be a is 3. It is 3 comma 0. The coordinate of focus is done. Next, axis of parabola, right? It is given y square. The equation involves y square. The axis of the parabola is x-axis. That is why the equation of the directrix I can write. Next, I can take equation of directrix. Since the equation has y square, since the equation has y square and it is positive, I can take the equation of dielectrics to be the opposite one. For y square, it is going to be x, and since it is positive, I should be taking a negative value of a. If I have y square is equal to minus 4ax, then the equation of dielectrics is going to be, for y square I should be taking x, since it is negative value I should be taking a positive value. If I have x square is equal to 4ax, then it is going to be y, which is going to be equal to minus a, and if it is x square is equal to minus 4ax, the equation of directrix is going to be y is equal to just, so these are the equation of directrix. Here it is y square is equal to 4ax. Since it is taken about y square, I should be taking the other axis, which is going to be x over here, and I have a positive value. I should be taking a different or opposite sign over here, which is going to be negative, and with the equation of directrix is also done. Next, I can write x plus this is equal to, x is equal to minus a. A is equal to 3. Equating or substituting the same, x will be equal to minus 3. This can be written as x plus 3 is equal to 0. Since a value I have already found out, it is going to be 3. Now, length of the lattice rectum also has to be found out. Length of lattice rectum. The length of lattice rectum is given by 4a. Here a is equal to 3. The value of 4a is going to be 4 multiplied by 3. It is going to be 12 units. This is going to be the length of lattice rectum. Similarly, we'll go to question number 2. X square is equal to 6y. The first question was about y square. Now here it is x square is equal to 6y. Equating this particular equation with x square is equal to 4ax. I will be getting 4a will be equal to, sorry, ay, right? It is not 4a, 4ay. Equating both the equations. 4a will be equal to 6. 4a will be equal to 6. A is going to be 6 over 4. A can be written as 3 over. A is taken as 3 over 2. Coordinate of focus. Coordinate of focus is a comma a. Thus, for this, it is going to be 3 comma 0 is going to be the coordinate of focus. Now, since the equation is about x-axis, since the equation is about x-axis and the value is positive, right? And it is positive, equation of directrix can be taken as equation of directrix. It can be taken as y is equal to minus a. Y is equal to minus a. Next, the length of latus rectum. The length of latus rectum, it is given by 4a. 4 multiplied by the value of a, which is 3 over 2. The value is going to be 6 units. This will be the answer for question number 2. Moving on to question number 3, we have a negative value over here. So I'm going to solve for positive and negative value both with x and y. So only 4 possible orientations are there. Let me make a note of the equation. Y square is equal to minus 8x. This can be equated with y square is equal to minus 4ax. Equating both of them, I will be getting minus 8 will be equal to minus 4a. Minus 4a is going to be equal to minus 8. Negative value and negative signs will get cancelled. 4a is going to be equal to 8. A will be equal to, now I have got the value of a. I can write the coordinate of the focus. Coordinate of focus. What is going to be the coordinate of focus? For about, it is a negative value, right? Here it is going to be minus a comma 0. Since it is minus a comma 0, my coordinate is going to be minus 2 comma 0. This is going to be the coordinate of focus. Now, we have the equation of directrix. Equation of directrix, since it is about the y-axis, my equation will be along x, right? Equation of directrix. Here it is about y, so equation is going to be x is equal to, and we have a negative value, we'll be having a positive value of a. Always the equation of directrix is going to be opposite. If we have y square, it is going to be x. If we have x square, it is going to be y. If we have a positive value, then we'll be having negative a. If we have a negative value, we'll be having positive a. This is how the equation of directrix can be, no, can be found out. Next, we have the length of latus rectum, which is again 4a. This will not change. 4 multiplied by 2, it is going to be 8. Similarly, I will take x square is equal to minus 16y. X square is equal to minus 16y, equating with x square is equal to minus 4ay. minus 4a is going to be equal to minus 16. Let me take the same. Minus 4a will be equal to minus 16. Minus and minus is going to be getting cancelled. 4a is going to be 16. A can be taken as 4. 16 divided by 4, it is going to be 4. You can start by writing the coordinate of focus. The coordinate of focus, it is given by a comma minus 0 comma minus a for x. So I can write it as 0 comma minus 4. This is going to be the coordinate of focus. Next, I can write equation of directrix. The equation of directrix, since it is x square, I'll be starting with y, and since I have a negative value, it is going to be positive a. Y will be equal to a, right? Next, the length of lattice rectum is going to be 4a. 4 multiplied by the value of a is going to be 4, which is 16 units.